show you today how to cross-region replicate a Docker image using Alibaba Cloud's Container Registry Enterprise Edition. Well, why we will need this? This is especially necessary when you want to use a Docker image that you have hosted in a registry in, let's say, US, but want to use it within China. As you may know, the security law doesn't let the traffic to be very fast when it comes to cross-region data transmission. And in this case, when you want to use an image in China, let's say in Hangzhou, by pulling a Docker image that is, as we say, in US, um, this can take hours or just or it never ends. So let's start. We need to go to the container registry. Here in the menu, we have enterprise instances. We click in instances. In this case, we are in US Virginia, which is one of the most common regions in US. We click in create instance, and here we can say USA ACR. We accept the terms. We click use the default bucket. This means the Docker layers, they will be saved into a bucket. We confirm, and this is creating. Okay, then we go to another region, in this case Hangzhou. Same, create instance, because you really need instances in two regions in order to replicate. And here we can say China ACR. Click confirm, and now both instances are being created. We go back. North Virginia is US East 1, at least for you as a reference. Now we need to wait for this to start. And very well. So our American container registry is running, as we can see. We click in it. In this case, for this example, we're going to open the instance to the open internet so we can push well, a random image, at least to demonstrate you how this works. This by default, when you open this, are you sure to want to open, turn on the internet? Yes. By default, is not open to all the internet. So then you need to go to access control in the tab internet. And then when the internet is created, because right now is being created, this interface, you will be able to remove the entry. Okay, so now it's created. As you can see, this is limiting the entries to localhost pretty much. So we delete that entry. And now the instance, it will be completely open to the internet. Well, to start, let's create a namespace. In this case, my namespace, we can say automatically create repository. This is it. When you push a Docker image to this namespace, if the repository, if the image doesn't exist, it will create it for you. We confirm. Good. Now we need to replicate all this process in our Chinese instance. This is also running right now. As you can understand, we don't need to activate internet on this one because the replication will happen underneath using Alibaba Cloud's own backbone. So it doesn't happen through the internet. So we don't need to adjust anything here. Let's go with access credential. We need to set a password. In this case, I don't know. Let's give a very basic password. This is just for testing. Okay. And then namespace. We need to create a namespace with the same name as the other one. Same automatically create. So when you push something, it will create. Confirm. Cool. So now we go back to our American instance. Access credential. Again, we need to set a password. And everything is fine. Okay, here in distribution instance replication, we need to create a rule, which is USA to China, or the name you really want. The target instance, we need to select the Hangzhou one. China ACR. Next, we want to replicate my namespace. We create a rule, and that's it. So right now, anything pushed to this namespace in America, it will get synchronized to Hangzhou in China. Let's give it a go. So now, to access to this one, let's see, the internet address is this one. We copy. So in my local computer, I can docker pull http the latest, very basic Docker image. This is the one we're going to push and replicate. As you can see, I never downloaded this image to my local computer. Good. So now the important thing here is docker tag http the latest, and then we copy this one, my namespace, testing latest. We already tagged it, and now we need to log in using our user. In this case, docker login username, docker login username. My username in this case is my user. We need to use the internet address. We are not inside the VPC. Then it will ask for the password. The password is the one we set. Good, we are here already. So if you already used this function in Docker before, we just need to push the image we tagged before, which is that one. Push that. Preparing and pushing. Good. I'm in Australia, so as you can understand, pushing an image to US, it takes a bit longer than just pushing something to your own country. So this is gonna take maybe a minute. This image, it will appear inside repositories, which right now obviously is empty. we got the confirmation that the image was pushed. If we refresh this page, we should be able to see that image here. Good. We can see that everything is all right. Yep, the image and everything. Now we go to replication record in our American, and we can see that the task is already being triggered with our image and is going to the Hangzhou one, and the status right now is synchronizing. We click details, and we can see how a lot of the layers already got replicated. It's 60%. This won't take very long until it's finished. Good, as you can see, the status changed to completed, details, all the layers are copied over. So if we go to our Chinese registry, in this case Hangzhou, we enter here, we go to repositories, and we can see our image that is already ready to be used within China. And the replication took just seconds. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. This can solve a lot of your problems deploying to China, as you can imagine. You don't, your this task, it doesn't need the open internet to use, so it's more reliable to push, to pull images, and to automate the whole process. See you in the next video.